And welcome back to a brand new video. This video is going to be a bit of a mixture of things in the sense of I'm part the way through a declutter and I will be filming bits and bobs on this particular phone. This is not my original phone. My original phone is just here, but this is my previous phone that I used to do my vlogs on, so I'm hoping this phone is going to hold. But I just wanted to run you through a couple of things during the declutter that I am aiming to do. One of which is go through a load of the books that I have finished or decided to try and read and not enjoyed. Some of these are only from the charity shop, hence the stickers on the actual front of them. But I do use an app called World of Books. Now, some of you from work especially will know that I collect the Milk Pod boxes, which I do send them off in. And I do have a box next to me here of books that I have previously scanned. So I'm just going to load that up on my phone for you. So, when you load up World of Books, you get the scan part, so you can scan each barcode. I have done that with a few already, so if I go onto my saved trades, it will show you all of the books I've currently scanned. So if I just pick up one, let's take that one off for a minute. So let me take off this One Last Stop book, so I can show you it in action. So this is the book that we are going to scan. We have the scanner. Can I do this whilst showing you? Oh, it's going to be like 3Dception. What I will do is, if I can work out where the barcode is by trying to show you at the same time, I will scan the book. It says they're not offering on this item. However, it did because it was on my shelf. So let me just find it again on the actual shelf. Some of the books I have scanned before, there we go. So One Last Stop is showing up on the shelf. So if I add it to the basket, it will add it to the box of books that I'm selling, and therefore that box will be ready to go at a later point. So as you can see at the top, they are offering £10 and 4p for 15 books, which isn't too bad. Not the best. Like I say, you're not even getting £1 a book. Majority of these you're getting 50p. But to me, everything counts. I don't mind whether I've spent £1 on it in the charity shop and then I've given it a go, didn't like it, selling it for 50p. That motto for me is perfectly fine. I've given 50p to charity additionally to what I'm going to get back from it. So that to me is a bit of a bonus. So what I will do with all of the books that I go through is every single one will get scanned. If it will not go into the World of Books area, I do have another one. I'm just trying to remember the name of it. I do have We Buy books, but they are a bit more specific on what they buy. So I will try and scan majority of them. If I pan my phone to show you the pile of books there, I have a huge pile there of books that I want to go. Oh, my phone decided to go for a... There we go. So I will be going through all of the books. I will be scanning them and I will try and get them to places that will use them. Any that are remaining will go to a charity shop. I do have a couple of boxes for charity stuff. So I have this giant one that currently has some bits in it. And so while I do my declutter, my categories are going to be keep, charity, rubbish, recycling, probably more like the papery stuff. And then there's also going to be a Vinted box. So anything that I think I can flog on Vinted, I have been doing quite well on for some pieces. So if you are interested in any of the things that you see me get rid of, they will be on Vinted, as long as it's not books per se, because I'm not going to list every single book on Vinted. Majority of these will go into charity shops in the middle of town. So just so that everybody is aware, anything that I think I can sell on Vinted, I will. But otherwise, majority of it is going to go to a charity shop. So if any of you are interested in any of it, by the time this video is released, it won't have left yet, because I am going to have piles of stuff lying around, which is going to drive me a little bit crazy. But yeah, I do hope you enjoy the declutter. I'm going to try and put bits in for each part so you can see what I'm getting rid of, what rooms are looking like afterwards. I mean, if I just pan this room alone, I mean, you've got my sofa, you've got my washing, wonderful. And then, yeah, this room alone, so I've got my 2 washing baskets that are now ready for recycling and rubbish. If I do a pan this way, so I've got my socks and all sorts, and then I've got all the books, and then I've just got stuff everywhere because I'm in the process of 4 attempts. You are finally sat still again. So that was a quick pan of the room. I will be setting up the camera somewhere when I officially start the declutter. This is 2 days before the declutter. Yes, this room is a mess. I'm starting to go through little bits. This box of books that you've just seen next to me, these are books that have been waiting to go for a while. Like I say, I'm just trying to shift some of them. If the majority of them have to go to the charity shop, so be it. I will be boxing them up and they will just go to a charity shop and hopefully make someone else very happy. So thank you very much for watching this segment. Enjoy the rest. And yeah, fingers crossed, all goes to plan. Buddy, it is the afternoon before I start the declutter. I just thought I'd show you sort of a couple of the setup items I've already kind of put together, if you see what I mean. Bearing in mind, this room is going to look a mess because I have started moving things around, but I'm going to show you kind of what my logical thinking is and why I've done what I've done. So if I flip round, this is going to look very messy, but I have my 2 laundry baskets. This one is going to be a rubbish one, and that one is going to be a recycling one. I've got a box over there, you probably can just about read that, but it says Vinted ? That's for anything I might be putting on Vinted to sell, if you like. I'm only going to list a few things, I'm not going to go crazy. And then that box up there, if I pan round, says charity. So anything to go to charity is going in that box. There is already some stuff in there. I did already start some of my clothes, but like I say, majority of it is going to be done for the actual declutter. So yeah, I'm going to try and set the camera up as best as I can in each of the rooms that I'm doing. Depending on which room I'm doing will depend on where the camera is, because it just depends on where I can balance it. I will be doing time lapses. I'll try and put the camera up, even if I only film little segments, but you will get before and afters. So the living room is not going to have a before picture unless I decide to just do it, even though I've already started it. But rooms like the bedroom, the kitchen, I'll try and do a quick recording of the before and then I'll do the after. If I don't do a before and after, I will show you everything that's gone. But before starting the actual declutter in this particular room as well, I have already taken 2 bin bags out and I've already taken 2 recycling bags out. So technically I've already done 2 loads of rubbish, but majority of it was foodie items, packaging and that kind of thing. So I say foodie items, it wasn't food that I've thrown away, don't get me wrong, but it was packaging items from food. So things like drinks bottles, things like cardboard boxes that food comes in, that kind of thing. So I am hoping to get quite a bit of progress on this declutter. I am going to go through everything, and if I am not using it, I am going to either decide whether to keep it, whether to get rid of it. If I haven't used it in so long and I know I'm not going to use it, I am going to get rid of it, because I need to try and almost think about, if I were to move out, which obviously I'm not going to do anytime soon, I need to think about what I want to move with and what I don't want to move with. So that's kind of my thought process going through this. I'm only going to get rid of stuff that I'm not using. Stuff that I know I use all the time, I will be keeping. But I will let you know how I get on. I do have a giant box of books to show you. That is the box of books that I am starting off with that are all ready to go. So depending on how this goes, they'll either go to charity, or I might see if We Buy Books will take some of them and we'll just kind of play it by ear. But majority of those are already going to go. So the whole box might get unloaded into another box, but realistically, I want to get rid of them. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, wish me luck, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, which will be Saturday morning, to start the first room, which I need to work out which room I'm doing first. But wish me luck, and I'll see you there. can see the side.